Sex is taboo. Our families don't talk about it oftentimes. Our friends, what we do talk about is oftentimes misinformation. Our government tells us not to talk about it. Our schools tell us not to talk about it. So you're really you're told your whole life, like you do it, but you don't talk about it, you don't hear about it.
It's so personal that it just gets at the person's inner self. And a lot of times people don't want that to come out. It's a very private issue. How we lock our doors and we hide under our covers when we have sex most of the time. Unless you're really wild, and screaming and waking up your neighbors in the morning. The idea of sex is like at nighttime, the most private time of the day, in your bedroom, you lock your doors, and a locked door is like not letting people in. And I think when you have to unlock that door, you get that dialogue flowing. But it's just so personal.
I think that people don't talk about sex because it's a really complex and touchy issue. I know when I was growing up, we didn't talk about it in my house. I went to church where I was told not to have it, and it was kind of just shoved under the rug.
It's not action. That's what it is. It's just not an action. It's just something you just don't do. It's something that takes a lot of time and commitment to be willing to participate in.
Why not sex? Sex is everything. Sexuality is everything we do. Sexuality is that it is. It's everything we do. It's everything about who you are. You can deny being sexually active. You cannot deny your sexuality because it's everything you are as a male or female.
I'm the coordinator for the Center for Sexual Health Promotion. So that means I'm in charge of programming efforts around sexual health, outreach, HIV counseling and testing, really just providing the student body with information and resources around sexual health and sexuality. The theater troupe was started in 1993 by Dennis Martell. He was in my position a few years ago, and he saw the need for something that was educational but at the same time entertaining. Because after sitting in class all day, students don't want to hear someone talk at them. They want to be engaged, they want to be involved.
In 1993, they hired me to bring in a new perspective about education. And I love teaching. I've taught for 25 years, and I teach in a theater style. I teach in a style in which I get people to act out things and stuff. So they hired me to do edutainment. Edutainment is education through entertainment.
When we first performed and the audience was just laughing and enjoying it, I just felt like we accomplished something. Not just me and not just actors, but all of us together have worked so hard, and you could totally see it that day with the audience just paying so close attention and just enjoying every moment and being able to relate to some of the issues. And even if they didn't relate to some of the issues, they were still interested in seeing what we had created for them.
Hello, and welcome to Dating and Mating, the show where we take you into the jungle of today's dating scene and help you understand today's complicated mating rituals. This is truly fascinating. Today we're exploring the wilds of Michigan State University's campus, where men and women of all ages, sizes, and sexual orientations roam free. We'll talk to them and watch them in their natural habitat and help you discover just what they're all about.
It's always been a comprehensive attitude, just acknowledging that there's all sorts of different sexual behaviors and preferences, and that they're all okay. And we're just really here to provide a base knowledge and information about how to make those things safer if you choose to partake in them.
What makes you think I have a boyfriend? Oh, well, then the last time that you had sex with my girlfriend Elizabeth?
In fact, most students, when they come to MSU, this is the first time that they have had the opportunity or the ability to take their own health into their own hands outside of their parents. And oftentimes they have not been talked to about sex. They haven't been talked to about intimate relationships.
I don't remember anything about sex ed in high school besides the fact that they told us what a penis was and what a vagina was, and that when you have sex you can get pregnant and get STDs and possibly, die.
The lack of education of sex gets a lot of people in trouble. Like, I've seen a lot of people get in trouble for not being educated about sex. I've seen a lot of things that have destroyed some people.
Whether students know it or not, this information is so important, and it needs to be learned and addressed.
Now that we're experiencing each other, it's more over the media all the time. And when we see, people having sex on TV, we see them making out hardcore, getting into the bed, and we don't see the safety that needs to come before that. We just see the act.
I do use a dental dam or a doily to practice safer sex. Oh.
A dental dam? Tell us what those are.
It's a piece of latex, much like this one, that you can either buy, cut from a condom, or you can even use non-microwavable plastic. You place it over the woman's vagina when practicing oral sex on her, and it creates a barrier against sexually transmitted infections.
We missed that crucial, important step of safe sex. And I didn't know what the hell a dental dam was tonight before I came here, and I learned something. Because that's not talked about on TV. And I think that's really important to help educate young kids and and using these tools, we can be a safer society and be healthier overall.
As an adult in a university setting, you really, for the first time, are able to take your health into your own hands and to make decisions for you, oftentimes without external influences. So again, once people have permission and they know it's okay and they can ask questions, the questions don't typically stop. They want to know a lot.